Hey crafty friends, it's Mel. I spoke about in a video before that I want to attempt this new year. I want to delve out and try different aspects of crafting, and I know a lot of you have been working with this type of material, but I've never done like iron-on with my Cricut or my Cameo. So I decided that I got to this phase and I'm going to share with you what I did, and you can kind of experience my first, this isn't on yet, my first project. So this is what I used, and we'll see how it works. So this was the Cricut iron-on transfer material, and I got it in the glitter. This was kind of pricey. It was $16.99, but then I used my 50% off coupon. Actually, I believe it was a 55% off at that time. So it brought it down to around $8, but you don't get much. Here's what the roll looks like, and I've never even worked with. It's very pretty. It has a clear whatever you'd call this, matting, coating, transfer paper over top. And that's actually quite great to work with. I didn't cut it yet, so this is all you get. So I don't know if you can kind of make out. That's it. Let's see, is that 12 by... So you only get a 12 by 19. Normally they're like 12 by 24 at least, so that's like 2 full 12 by 12 sheets of paper. So you don't even get that much, and I believe it's because of the glitter. And this is, I think, the priciest of the ones that they offer, because they have the regular heat transfer vinyl, and that's quite a bit cheaper, and they have the regular vinyl glitter that's not iron-on, and that's about $8.99. So this was $16.99, so that's something to keep in mind. I think they have other just plain iron-on material that's a little cheaper, that's not glitter, but I of course wanted the glitter. So I showed you the bags that I got from Target, and this one is the one-piece tote bag, and it was $3. And they had one with a gold heart, but the gold was a really pale gold, and I thought that would clash, because I had it in mind when I was picking it up that I wanted to add, embellish it a little further. So I picked up 3 of these. I got one for, this is a little girl that my daughter's friends with. She went to one of our birthday parties last year, and she has a birthday party here on Friday. So I wanted to make something nice for her to just put her gift in. So I thought this would be cute, and also a way for me to, work on my New Year's resolutions, which was to branch out and try other things besides card making and scrapbooking. Of course, I'm still going to do those, but I want to, dive deeper, so to speak. So here is the letters that I cut out, and I'm going to show you what I did. So I used my Cameo, although I could have done this on my Cricut Explorer Air. I had a font in my Cameo that I really liked, and this is called Winter Wonderland. So this is a font I purchased. I love this font. This one's up there with my other one I like. It's called Lavenderia. It's kind of not a pretty name. That one I purchased. I think you could donate to the author, but that one's one I use all the time. That's one that I used. I wonder if I have it here. I used it when I made the, here's one. It just went through the dishwasher, so I'm pulling it out now. This is one that I made with my, I don't know if you can see that, for my sister's baby shower. That has that vinyl. This was different vinyl that I used, a glitter vinyl, and I actually, you're not supposed to, but I put it in the dishwasher, and it's fine, because if something gets messed up, I can just make another one. But you're supposed to hand wash them, but I've run it through the dishwasher, I want to say at least 20 times, and it's been perfect. So anyway, back to this. So this is the Cricut iron-on vinyl. That's what it looks like. I was a little confused. That's why I thought I would do this video as to how to work with this. So I know with your Cameo, and those of you who do this all the time, you can comment. With your Cameo, sometimes when you do the vinyl, you don't need a mat. But I tried running it through without the mat, and it wasn't... it took 3 tries to get it in to where it was loading, but it was only loading like this corner, and it wasn't quite level. So I would unload it and try again, and then I just got so annoyed that I thought, I'm just putting it on a mat. So then I put on the mat, and it actually cut out perfectly. But you want to make sure that you put the shiny side that has this seal, because it's almost like a sticker. When you peel this away, there's like a clear layer. I don't know if you can see that. So that's going to help you to transfer it over. So there's no need for transfer tape when you're working with the heat transfer vinyls. That might be another reason why this was a little pricier. But you want to put the shiny side down, when I felt like it should be the opposite, but now I see why. You want to put the shiny side down on your mat, or if you're not using a mat, still keep it flat side up. So just think of it like this, the ugly side up. And you also want to make sure, and I'm glad I realize this, you want to make sure you reverse the image. So I clicked the image and I flipped it horizontally, because if you don't, as you see, this is the way that it cut out. So it would go like this, and that's not the correct name. So you want to flip it, because then you're going to then be flipping it to iron it on, and then it's going to display correctly. So that's another thing to keep in mind, which is another reason I wanted to do this video in case of you who also wanted to give this a try. So I cut it out and I did the weeding process. I pulled out the centers and I pulled the rest out, and then you're left with this. So what it says to do is I'm just going to line it up the way I think, and hopefully I'm in frame. I kind of like it with a little bit of this A hanging off, and I just kind of eyeballed it where I had a little ruler and I thought, I think I want it to be fill out this area, nothing, you know, specific. And so I realized I needed this slightly bigger than 4 inches on the height, and then it was about 7 inches on the length. But it's just something depending on the name. I'm going to make one for Maya, which is 3 letters as well, so that one's going to be easy. But I did one for Talia. So Talia's name, because it's a little longer, I had to adjust that somewhat to fit inside the heart proportionately. So those I'm going to do next, but this one is the one that's on a time crunch because her birthday party is on Friday. So I want to try to get this done. So that's where I'm at now. I'm laying this down like this. They suggest that you use... Yeah. I'll make you a peanut butter and jelly when we're done, okay? Just 1 minute.
I see you.
I see you too. So here, I think I have it how I like it. I like this little edge hanging off, but you could... so where there's a little bit off this way and a little bit off this way. So I think I'm happy with its placement. So then you just want to use a clean cotton cloth just to kind of protect it. And I have my iron here heating up, my good old iron, and I have it on a pretty high setting. So we're just going to go for it, and if something goes wrong, something goes wrong. But they say to kind of preheat your fabric, which I didn't do that, but we'll see how this goes. They say instead of moving across, you want to just pick it up and down. So picture, like, you know, people have the fancy heat presses, or the ones you might see at the Jersey Shore, or different boardwalks that you may go to when you buy the, you know, boardwalk store sweatshirts, and you pick a little an iron-on decal, and they have that thing and it just comes straight down. So I'm tempted to want to go like this. As you see, I kind of started to do it that way. So keep your hands away. Sorry, I don't want you to get burned. It's hot. This kid's a little ornery today, so I gotta watch her. So she's right by me. So make sure you don't touch, it'll hurt you, right? So I'm just kind of pressing around. I'm not even sure if you have to do that much. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of lift it up and see what we have, see if it looks like it adhered everywhere we did it. And you know what? I don't know if I went down quite enough. So this is just a old kitchen towel, one of the fall towels. So I'm just gonna, and see, I'm doing it, but you don't want to do that. I think you just want to press up and down. Not sure the reason why, but I'm gonna try to somewhat follow the directions. I'm not always good with that. So let's move that off, and I wonder if I got the top there.
Don't hurt me, don't hurt me.
It didn't hurt you because you didn't touch it, but if you touch it, it's hot. This is hot. Say ouch. Like the stove, how mommy tells you no stove, right? Gotta be careful. Okay, so let's see what that goes. So then what you can do is you can peel this paper, and it looks like that didn't stick. So maybe that wasn't enough. So, no, it didn't stick anywhere. So maybe I don't have it hot enough. Let's try again. So if this doesn't work, I might have to take it off and actually heat the material first. And see if we have any luck with that. Actually, maybe we should just do that now. Yeah, because it's not like some stuck and some didn't. Oh, looked like a little bit one to stick there. So I don't know if ironing, and this might be the issue too, that there's already glitter material on here. But I'm just going to try to warm it through here, because I don't know if I put the iron directly on that pink heart, whether that would melt it. It doesn't feel like it would. It almost feels like it's painted on, but let's not take a chance. So I'm just going to heat this really well. The only problem with this is how they want you to heat it before, is you don't really have as much time to do your placement, but we're going to try it. Alright, so I think that is pretty fairly preheated. So let's take that off quickly. Let's put this on where we want it. What are you doing, Sully? Alright, that looks good, right? So let's press that down. That looks good in the camera. You gotta wait a minute. Okay, let's try again. So maybe that will help. I don't know. And I think let's put that on the max. Alright. So I'm just going to kind of maybe leave it for a second or two. It won't do anything. You really get that heat on there. What are you doing? Shaking your little dress? So Maya's at school right now. I have to work tonight, and my poor hubby's sick. He's not feeling good. I think Maya wasn't feeling good yesterday, so she stayed home yesterday, but she had it mildly, and then Talia was sick earlier in the week. I don't feel 100%, but I'm trying to ignore it so that it doesn't really kick in full force. But my poor hubby's back there sick. So let me move this. I'm just really heating this. Now she's asking for bananas. You can wait a second. She just ate, you guys. This is all the time. Now keep your hands away. What mommy say?
Take it, Mom.
Nope, you can't have it. You already had one. So, yes, I am moving side to side, but what I did first didn't work, so I am trying to try another method. It's all trial and error. I don't even know if this will transfer, but maybe I don't have it hot enough. I've had this warming up for a good 10-20 minutes, so. Okay, so let's see. It feels pretty hot on there. And my next thing, and I know you're probably not supposed to do this, is I'm going to take the iron directly to this if it doesn't. So I don't know if you're supposed to let it cool off a little bit before you peel this off or what. But I'm just kind of burnishing it to this, and it is warm to the touch, so just be careful. But I have a pretty good heat tolerance. There we go. Probably from all the times I've burnt my fingers with my hot glue gun. So I'm going to take this up. Look, now it works. So maybe it just needed a little bit longer. So I'm just going to carefully go. And if you come across any pieces that look like they didn't stick, you can put this paper right back on and try again. So there we go. And there is our finished project. So it looks like it's all on. So one good thing about this expensive... Let me just do this. One good thing about this expensive... heat transfer is it really feels, it doesn't feel like a thick sticker on the paper. It really feels like such a thin, like it feels like it's higher quality. And it feels like it just kind of melts in with the fabric versus a sticker sitting on top or like a cheesy iron on, I hate to say, but it doesn't really look like that. So it looks like it was like molded in with it. It looks like it's supposed to be there, in other words. So there's that. So it came out really nice. I'm just going to apply, not even sure if you need to do this, but I'm just going to apply just some more heat, make sure we got all the edges down, and then I'm going to let it cool off and then check it out. So let's put my iron over here. I'm going to unplug it. I have it hidden in this little cove so Talia can't get to it. So,
I love it.
you love it? Do you think she'll like it? Miss Ava will like it? So there's what it looks like, and I'm going to try to bring it up and see if you can see. Like, it really doesn't look like it's like a thick piece of iron on there. It just kind of looks like it molds in, and if you feel it, it's all the same. I'm not done yet. It's all the same level as it is on the heart here, so you can't even tell, like when I run my finger over it, you can't even tell that it's raised up really. So hopefully she'll like that. So now there's just a plain little tote that we can stick her a little gift in there, and it's something personal, and she can reuse this later instead of just the wrapping paper. So just wanted to share my idea and share my process. Thank you for sticking with me, and I hope you try. It was really easy. Hope you try some projects out on your own, and I'll have to show you once I complete Maya's and Talia's, but this one just had to get done. So thank you guys for watching. Bye.